Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go again. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here we go, 46. Under. Set the tone, defense, let's go. Yeah, check, hey, Mike.
Prescott on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Check. 45.
Prescott now from the 50. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Watch the twist.
A first down throw for Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
You can't block me.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On first down, here's Love. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Go, get out there. Then we're going to 53. Max 40. Check pass. Then we're going to 53. We got double up. 26.
Prescott from the gun. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught at the 25. There for Baltimore. 43 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's the big fella. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. J.J. Watt the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. Turn it right. Hey, we are. Got 4 down. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Texans push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's set for left.
Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now Prescott. He's going to go up top for the. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Dak Prescott. Down passes on the afternoon, and the Texans push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They begin the drive with Hill. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Throwing again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Taylor running the option left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Throwing on second down. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On the return is Jones. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. Jackson operating from the gun, dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over. And look at this, another fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Prescott now. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, ball downfield, taking time off the clock, you're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, that's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Got an open man. It's QT. And that one results in 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Prescott looks to throw on first. The connection made. It's Graham. And taking it to the 50. Before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got Allen. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Jackson now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, and the catch made by Walters. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And, oh, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Prescott on first down, being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Rip left, rip left.
Now it's Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Prescott. That's caught. It's Thomas.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's got daylight. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Texans use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still an important extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson now and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. Check 31.
We're going to 54. Why in?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense. Next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly, and that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw again. And an alley to run. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.